This is JC, the Fantasy Football Private Eye. I have a 38. I keep it loaded. I have a hip flask. It keeps me loaded. And I had a case. So this dame comes in one day. She had a case for me. She wanted me to find some fantasy football players on the waiver wire. And I wasn't sure, but I'd been working less than an ethics advisor in Congress. And she was desperate. She tried to sit in my lap while I was standing up. So I decided to take the case. Finding players on the waiver wire at this point in the season was going to be tough. I was going to have to draw on everything that I knew. At first, looking for a quarterback, I thought perhaps Marcus Mariota. He doesn't throw for a lot, but he does get some rushing yards. So Marcus Mariota might be able to help you. Also, if you want to stream Jared Goff, quarterback for the Detroit Lions, when he's playing at home, not on the road. And he'll be at home in week 12, 13, 14, and week 17, in case you're still playing in week 17. Now, some people might be concerned about the Lions playing the Bills on Thanksgiving, but the Bills might be up by so much that Goff will put up some garbage time numbers. So he still might be worth it at home, not on the road. Next, going to running backs. Finding a running back on the waiver wire is like finding a virgin on prom night. So perhaps you could find, if they're available, Deion Jackson, running back in Indianapolis, Jalen Warren, running back in Pittsburgh, and Isaiah Pacheco, running back in Kansas City. These are all backups, but they might get some playing time, and they should get at least a few carries a game. It's tough, but you go with what you have. All right, wide receivers. You might be able to find a few. You could try Mac Hollins for the Las Vegas Raiders, DeAndre Carter, Los Angeles Chargers, Marvin Jones, Jacksonville, and KJ Osborne in Minnesota. Now be careful with Osborne because they picked up Hawkinson. He could get shut out. I streamed him one week and he put up a goose egg for me. So you got to be careful with Osborne. All right, tight ends. Cade Otton, Tampa Bay. Kylan Granson, Indianapolis. Tanner Hudson, New York Giants. Now with Tanner Hudson, you got to check and make sure that Daniel Bellinger is not playing. He had an injury to his eye. I don't know when Bellinger's coming back, but you might be able to go with Tanner Hudson. All right. A wise man said, you can't always get what you want, but sometimes you can get what you need. And that's what you're doing when you're finding players on the waiver wire. So remember, it's a jungle out there, even if it's an urban jungle, and YouTube, stay free.